Yeah, sure. Let's get this
So,
started.
and done. Oh my god. Okay. 50 people, you say? Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is weird. Okay, I guess
Is that many or few?
that almost 50 people are watching us. I don't know. I feel like that's actually more than I expected because yeah.
Oh, do you know who is watching, or maybe occasionally watches?
Looduse film.
Right. I
And
know that Martin is watching. Morris's friend.
oh,
Yeah, he listens to the show in his car.
wow.
Morris told me. Yeah.
Okay,
So
but
see, that's
on
how it.
YouTube. But you have to have okay. So you have to have the YouTube app running all the time.
No, I don't know. Maybe he has some car dock or something, so it's charging and running. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
Morris told me that he's actually watches sometimes.
wow.
Or listens, probably. I imagine.
Shout
Don't watch
out.
videos and drive at the same time, people.
Shout out to Martin then.
Yep.
Apparently. Yeah. Welcome. In case you
welcome.
haven't seen this weirdness, what is going on your screen right now? So we are two nerds that like to talk about nerdy stuff. So welcome. Yes, coffee as usual. Are you having something? No.
Yeah, I just have our brand new sponsor, Coca-Cola. I got us a sponsorship with Coca-Cola. Can you imagine such a thing? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, that would be insane.
Insane. They're too big to sponsor things. They only sponsor Olympics and Eurovision or something. I don't sponsor.
Speaking of, Melissa is kind of a influencer now at this point because she's right now the company reached out and are you able to see the stream? Are you watching the stream? No? Okay.
I am not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's not here yet? Wait, let me see. Continue.
Should be. Yeah. There's a energy shot company that reached out to Melissa and she was like, okay, plant-based ingredients, fairly good. I will, all right, send them over. And she was like, yeah, so her favorite is actually, this is not sponsored, you guys, this is like this is just super random. Her first brand deal, basically.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so energy shot, honestly, it's a little bit too expensive for my taste. It's a bit...
Of course.
This kind of a bottle is like over €2, 230 euros. But, yeah, which is a lot. But it has apparently 180 milligrams of caffeine in it. So that's like 2 cups of coffee. Which is like, you will...
Well, you take one in the morning and then you're good to go for the whole day.
I will. If I tried it, if I would do this, then I would start smelling colors or something. I don't know.
If you have one of those, and then you wouldn't have to like get a coffee from the coffee inn or something on the way from work.
For the whole day.
For the whole day. Yeah. So you save. You pay $2.30 or whatever, and you save what is it, like €3 or more than 3 for like a coffee. Stunning.
Yeah.
But do they taste good?
Okay. Yeah, that's a fair question. Honestly, there were 4 flavors. 2 of them, But 2 of them, it's all right. It's more on the sour side. It's really like this apple pear. This is like all the Estonians know what I'm gonna say. It's called hapuriba. It's really similar to hapuriba. So it's like really sour candy. Sour candy, sour candy covered with sugar. They're always
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
it's
know what you're talking about.
really similar to that. So it's like really on the sour side, every single one of them. So if you like sour, I guess, yeah, but don't get the cola one.
Oh.
Not good. Anyway.
I can't. Companies, okay. If you are listening, the company that sponsored Melissa,
Yeah.
companies should stop making things flavored with cola.
Yeah.
They never taste good.
Yeah.
They just never taste good.
Do you have a stream up?
Our mascot, yeah, I do. Our mascot is not in the shot, sorry.
Yes. Perfect. All consonants. What was it? Pimped? Spimped. Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Official mascot. Can we get a sponsorship from the plush toy manufacturer that makes toys? What was that with Panda logo? I always forget the name. W something. Anyway, we should get into the topics.
Yeah, only if you want to. I mean, we don't have to.
Just talk about energy shots the whole time.
I mean, sure.
I'm into that.
Just for people, just to maybe we're gonna after the topics, I'm gonna tease a little bit. I'm getting into like PC building a little bit, so it's like I can share my building a PC story a little bit later on if anyone's interested, if you are interested or something. If Martin is interested for some reason, I don't know. Is he a gamer? Is he like a?
Yeah, I think so.
I would guess so.
I don't know if like he's on our level or like my level, for example.
Yeah.
But I mean, who is, So.
Okay.
But I think so. I mean, who isn't a gamer now?
Yeah.
Everybody plays video games.
Yeah, honestly, during these times, if you're not a gamer, you're doing it wrong, probably. Honestly, I was just Star Citizen is right now for free with a code. Well, it has been always like, okay. You know Star Citizen, right?
Who doesn't know?
Yeah, who doesn't, right? Okay, well.
It's like a whole story in itself.
Yeah, exactly. But I was just telling actually my good friends in my office about this game, and they were like, okay, I don't know this game. And I was like, okay, it's like the biggest crowdfunding game ever.
It is like, is simultaneously like super niche because it is a crowdfunding game, but also anyone who has any idea like about game industry has heard about this game.
Yeah. It's
maybe not maybe in a positive light necessarily, but at least in some way.
Yeah. It's you're absolutely right in terms of like it's a niche game. I mean, flying around in space is not like super mainstream, I would say. Yeah, but again, 100 million. If your game is raising $100 million, then this is a huge deal. Anyway.
And they're still not finished.
Like going 10 years now? 2012 or 2011 or something like that. So it's like...
I don't even...
Still going. Oh my god.
The last time I heard about it in like... when it was reported in like actual media, games media, was when they were selling DLC starships that cost like hundreds of euros or thousands, perhaps.
Yeah,
just in game like vehicles basically. And I was like, okay, well, great.
And people are buying it.
Yeah, totally,
because
insanity.
Because people are like, $100 million. I mean, what? The game isn't even out yet, so it's like.
I hope that when it does come out, maybe like years later, somebody will make like a documentary film about it.
Yeah.
How did so many people chip in?
Yeah.
How did they manage to get so much money?
Yeah. So
if it ever comes out.
Yeah. Oh, they will, but yeah, it will take time, and they will have a similar situation and they're like Cyberpunk. They will have like way too many bugs, and their source code will leak, and they will.
No, of course.
Oh my god. Anyway, I don't know. We have some topics. So
Yeah.
the ongoing topic of Google fighting with Australia has now taken to another level, which is surprising to me at least. Like I didn't expect this, but yeah, we'll get into it. What
You didn't? Oh, good, because I did. So
really,
we can talk about that.
I think yeah. We talked about briefly, yeah, but I didn't. No, I expected them, and yeah, we'll get into it. Anyway, and Estonia partners with the World Health Organization to make a digital vaccine passport.
With who?
With who?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. With who? Well,
It was so hard. It was so
yeah.
hard to Google because this was the article that was messing up my link, and I had to search it myself. So I was like, Estonia partners with who? And I was like, wait, these aren't the articles that I need. So I was like, fine, I will search the full name.
Yeah, and Google Assistant is telling you like, no, it partners with who? No, but who? Yes,
Exactly.
it partners with who?
Exactly. And in other news, maybe you will be able to provide us some feedback here from your personal experiences. So there is apparently some charging issues with the Apple Watch Series 5 and SE, and Apple will be offering free repairs if the software update that I assume isn't out yet, or is it?
It's out. It's out.
It's out, yeah.
Yep.
So if the fix doesn't help, they will be offering free repairs for the watch.
Yes. So I'm just to this is gonna be like a PSA section for some, like, if you have like this thing, and if this is not charging, and if you have like faulty these things, then I will talk about those things also a little bit. So PSA for anybody in the Apple ecosystem, because right now it's like shit is going down. Anyway, yeah. And
and the final item is that Nintendo had a digital presentation of upcoming games. Woo! For the summer, I guess, summer 2021. And it's the first presentation they had since 2019, so it was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but it was kind of a big deal, and they announced a million games, so we can quickly go through that.
Yeah. Did you watch Nintendo Direct? What is it called? Direct, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the name of the presentation.
Yeah.
I watched it live.
Wow.
At midnight. On Wednesday.
Oh my god, you are a gamer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How long was it?
52 minutes.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
It was a sizable one, yeah.
Usually
they do like 10-15 minute ones.
Yeah.
So people were like having crazy well, we can talk about that when we get there. What was actually announced.
What is actually... Alright, so... Shots. Yes, okay. Anyway, let's take some shots and let's get into it.
Oh, I did miss the shot. Oh, I don't have a shot, but... Oh, I do have actually a cocktail. Oh, I don't have time to make cocktails.
Oh.
If you told me, I could have made a cocktail.
Oh, it's alright. Good.
So I guess maybe we can talk about... I will talk about this one because probably since I've been following this maybe more closely.
Yeah. I would love to get... I didn't watch it, to be honest, because
And you said you didn't expect this to happen, so I guess maybe I will tell people why I think, or what I did expect it to happen. So we previously covered...
So, Google,
weeks ago, it's been going on for a long time, but we already talked about it before. That Google basically threatened to pull Google search from Australia because Australian government wanted to introduce a new law that would have Google pay Estonian,
Yeah,
Australian
Estonia, the same thing.
Australian publications for the materials that they use in their own Google preview boxes that they have when you Google something. We already showed before, but I guess you can, yeah. So the story was that yes, the Australian government was working on a bill. Google said that.
Yeah, sorry. Just I'm showing the question boxes that you're talking about on the screen.
Yeah.
Also. So these are the question boxes. Just to recap a little bit, like these question boxes are pulling information from the site. For example, this is like from Britannica.com. So these are the things that we're talking about. So sorry, and please continue.
Yeah. These drop down menus. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there is no drop down. Sometimes it's just like the answer, like at the top of the page.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that when they take data from these publications, they just take it, but they don't get anything in return. So the publication doesn't receive ad revenue usually, because if you clicked on the link to the publication, you would go to the website.
Yes.
A million ads. You know how it goes. Everybody uses internet.
Because what's the point of like they're not giving the users only this question that they want to be answered, and they never visit the site anyway. Yeah. And Google gets
the answer.
Yeah, you get the answer, and the person will never visit the site, and the site's owner will just never see the traffic and never see the ad revenue if they have baked in ads on the page. And Google,
which most pages do nowadays.
Which most pages,
if they aren't paywalled, it's a whole thing. I mean, it's a convenience feature because, of course, people don't want to deal with ads when they go to the website. So it's kind of good for people who are using the Google search.
Yes.
They get the answer and just kind of okay.
Yeah, but again, on Google's side, it's like you get all the upside. Google will get everything for free. And there is no need anything other to use anything other. So that changes today.
Well, so they introduced the bill. Google said that it's impossible. The bill it won't work.
Yeah, and Google said directly to the Australian government, no Google search anymore if this happens. Basically, if we have to pay for those link tags, not like a link tags, but like article information pulling from websites. So
text,
text.
Yes. So the news came out is that essentially, actually it's not big news, but I think it's going to be the beginning of something even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So Google will start paying a link tax, I guess, like a certain amount of money to a big media conglomerate called the News Corp.
The News Corp,
I read it's an American media conglomerate found by Rupert Murdoch, and is like kind of run by the Murdoch family.
Yeah.
And it includes publications right now in the UK, the US, and Australia as well. So they reached some kind of agreement between Google and this conglomerate.
Yeah.
That basically means that they will be paying these publications,
which is
some sort of amount of money for the content that they use.
Yeah, the News Corp described the payment as significant. Whatever that means. No doubt. And it's a 3-year agreement. So
yeah. So it is a 3-year agreement.
That is honestly the implications. What's going on right now? So now every single country on this earth has something to point at. Like if one domino falls, then how long? If like your Freudian slip there, Estonia, Australia. How long when Estonia wants to dude, Google, I heard you have some good money for it there. So
Do
how
you
about
actually get these Google suggested answers when you like search something in Estonian language?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, so even if it's
Oh.
Estonian language supports it,
Oh.
then yes.
I'm not completely
Yeah.
sure.
I can show people right now, live. Search
Yeah.
something in Estonian.
Um.
So yeah, so
What?
I was kind of.
What?
Huh?
What? Oh, it autofilled for something weird. I don't know.
I was kind of expecting this because it's quite common in software. Software companies have something that starts annoying people, and there starts to be some like whisperings in the ether that this something needs to be regulated. It is quite common for software companies to try to come up with a, you know, with an agreement with relative parties without the involvement of politicians, because usually,
You're right. Yeah, I think this applies only for English-speaking
yeah, I
things.
suppose so. I guess a very like prominent example was when video games started annoying politicians because they thought they were too violent and kids were exposed to blood and stuff. A long time ago, when there were like, I don't know, GTA,
Yeah.
Vice City, and the first Doom or something like that, and they wanted to introduce legislation to like regulate, what kind of age groups would be allowed to, to engage with what kind of games, and instead, the companies got together and made ESRB, which now rates all the games for rating, or PEGI in Europe, I guess.
Yeah.
So these are not, government-run companies. They're just like NGO, basically, that rate all the video games.
Wow. Okay, there's something new I didn't know. Awesome.
And yeah, so I was expecting also a similar thing to happen when the loot box, like digital loot box situation started happening.
Yeah.
And politicians started talking about it. And I don't know, EA at the time was like very deep into that.
Yeah.
But nothing happened, and no regulations were introduced by the companies, so then now loot boxes are banned in multiple countries. In Europe specifically, I don't really know if it's the same in
they are.
the Netherlands, definitely Belgium, maybe some other countries.
Yeah, the Benelux countries, and
yeah.
I don't know on top of my head. I don't know also, but yeah, loot boxes, pretty much gambling.
So Google probably saw where this was coming, and they were like, well, okay, we can try to find a solution to this problem ourselves. Again, this is only one company, which probably still controls like a lot of printed.
Yeah.
Digital printed media, the Washington Post and whatever the UK outlets. But this only concerns the English-speaking segment. So, but if the Australian law passes, then yes, as we already were talking previously, it's quite likely that other countries will also want to do something similar.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially Europe. Europe is taking those.
I can already see somebody like sitting in the European Commission and just writing like some bill.
Yeah, exactly. Facebook and Google and Apple and those people really have a hard time in Europe right now because holy, So honestly,
I also like last point that I want to make. I also really like how it's a 3-year agreement that they signed because, probably the law will not happen like tomorrow. Yeah. So they have enough time to see if it will pass or not, and if it does pass, if somebody else will actually start, also like trying to replicate this in their own country. And if nothing happens and nothing passes, then in 3 years they just can forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, because
Google is doing it again.
You can't find it on Google because Google will delete those links. So
you can't delete anything from the internet, people say, but if you're Google, you probably can.
Yeah, exactly. How can you if it's not searchable? How would you ever find it? Pretty much.
And yeah, and if Google owns 95 or whatever it is % of the market in Australia, probably similarly in other countries, I imagine. Then
Yeah.
yeah, most people will never know this happened.
And honestly, one of the other really surprising things to me is Facebook is still going strong with the same argument that Google pretty much presented, because Facebook is pretty much fighting the Australian government. Did you see that?
I
Facebook,
did hear about it, but I didn't get
yeah,
into it because I feel like we cover Australia too much already on this channel.
yeah, that's
Unless
true.
maybe we will be Australia first kind of like viewership, then maybe we can do that.
Yeah.
Yes, they were like not banning, like limiting, not allowing to post news articles and stuff.
They are not seeing news articles on Facebook anymore.
It's
like,
intense. Facebook is also not having a great time.
Like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You are like putting your foot down at this point. Like, you're actively limiting the experience of your
on your own platform.
Yeah,
people
because
who are using it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, dude, like how many thousands of people are just going to Facebook just to see the news? Because
yeah, totally. Just scroll through the timeline and see what's happening.
Exactly. What, dude? You are like actively losing use space, like active users. What? That's like huge. That is not like a. That's wow. Anyway, yeah, really surprising. And how long? My main question is where do we go from here? Because once one country pays Google, Google pays the country, other countries will follow, pretty sure. So yeah, so and
there will be, I guess. It's gonna be I definitely can see the EU activating and trying to find some kind of also thing. They like to pinch the tech companies a little bit every now and again. So I can already, as I said, see somebody like writing some kind of bill like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to work in all the countries, I don't think, because just politicians may just not be very interested in just this idea.
That's true. But also, the completed argument that Google made before, also like, link tags. No, then we're gonna just pull out from the country and no Google search and stuff and no questions anymore. And that argument is completely down the toilet right now, because no other country will take them seriously if they threaten something like this anymore. Because they didn't in Australia. Why should they do anything similar to in other countries? So,
but then you also can't pull out of every country.
Yeah. I mean,
very strange.
Very strange. Like it almost seems to me like two completely different like companies inside Google have somehow made up their mind, or like like a bad cop and a good cop situation. Like the bad cop first, that like no Google search anymore, like blah blah blah, nothing. We will abandon Australia. And now 2 weeks later, it's like, it's good. We can pay you some.
Well, I guess they probably just reevaluated.
Yeah, exactly.
Damage pulling from
exactly, because
a major market, honestly.
Yeah, and dude. Honestly, like, dude, how many data points and that delicious data that Google wants.
Succulent data that they're collecting. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Dude, absolutely.
Well, I'm still entertained by this, so let's see what happens next week.
Yeah, I'm honestly, this is I didn't expect that. I just expected like, okay, they will just disable some features on Australian Google and that's about it. But what?
It's escalating a lot more than I expect. I mean, everything is escalating.
Yeah.
If we have time, we will cover another thing that's escalating. In the second part. Okay. Well, we'll keep following that. I'll keep following this story, definitely. So I'll bring it to your attention.
Yeah.
if there are developments. Maybe you can cover the next one about
Yes,
who.
I can. There's a little country called Estonia, and it's known for some digital products. So now we might have like something that puts us back on the digital map a little bit.
I think you're really underselling the Estonian experience
Well,
right now. This is the only country who conducts election on the internet and who
that is
has like
true.
super advanced biometric electronic ID system. Sorry.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. That's a fair point. But I'm a
You-
little.
We may argue if it's a good idea or not to conduct elections over the internet, but still, we're doing it.
Yes. And the next one will be over even mobile smart ID, I think, because the prime minister was like, okay, let's take it a step further. I want smart ID, like the homegrown. I don't think if it's even government regulated, the app smart ID. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, but to be fair, I'm just being a little bit cautious, careful, because there's a lot of rumors about Estonia floating around in the universe. Because oh my god, so many people I have met in foreign countries that have like, oh yeah, Estonia. That's the country where the whole country is covered in Wi-Fi, right? I'm like, no. I think you mean
the whole country is covered in Wi-Fi.
Yes, you have no idea how many people I have met in foreign countries where like, oh yeah, free Wi-Fi for everybody, right? I'm like,
well, does Estonia have like the full 4G coverage across the whole country?
It's like 90% something.
Okay, maybe
but
what they were confusing it with.
Yeah, that's what I'm also like trying to figure out. Like, where does this rumor come from, or is it like, do you mean like 4G, like the mobile data, or what? Yeah, no, you. I heard that you can go on a Wi-Fi inside a bog or something like that. You can prop up your laptop in the middle of the forest and go online, and I'm like, okay, do you still mean 4G, or are you sure?
If you have 4G, that's
Wi-Fi?
something you can do, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, a lot of people are like, no. I know Estonia is the most advanced digital country that has the best speeds all around the globe, and I'm like, I think you're talking about Korea?
I like how this is the deciding factor in what people consider to be technologically advanced.
Yeah,
Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah, fast Wi-Fi everywhere. Like, okay.
Korea does have good Wi-Fi, or like good connection speeds and very low latency.
Yeah, although
we should move to Korea.
Yeah, Korea has like, what is going on? 500 megabyte internet is standard pretty much. Anyway. Crazy.
So
anyway,
let's go back to the story, yes.
Yeah, so the digital vaccine. So yeah, as you might have heard about it, there's a pandemic happening right now in this all over the world, and Estonia is testing a digital vaccine passport. So
not the digital vaccine, as you said earlier. There is no digital vaccines. Otherwise, people will think that there is like some magical.
Oh yeah.
Just to be clear, there are people who think that coronavirus is spread through Corona beer, so we can't say that there's going to be a digital vaccine.
Corona beers?
Beer.
Beer. Oh yeah. Oh god. 5G towers. Oh yeah. Okay.
So digital passport. Yeah.
Yes, passport. Not like a digital vaccine. There is no such thing. Or maybe you can beam your digital vaccine through your body through 5G. Maybe that's maybe a possibility. Anyway, So they're exploring a possibility of a smart yellow card. So this would be like a. So this would be like the existing paper system where you have like a pass like a. I have also one, so it's like a paper vaccine passport. Like it basically includes all the vaccines I have ever gotten in my entire life. So that's so they want to digitalize that one basically, because every Estonian has one in a paper form. So yeah, that's basically the thing. And but the surprising thing is that they partner with WHO, the World Health Organization. So it's like a what? And they're collaborating with Vaccine Guard. Okay, now we're getting into the 2021 territory of news topics. A blockchain-powered open platform developed by Estonian tech providers. Guard time. Maybe I can. Can I bring it up? Yeah, here. Here it is. A part of collaborating a Vaccine Guard. So yeah. So this is the company that will actually hopefully do it if they can figure it out, and award-winning digital platform to curb COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, I think it's a great idea. So as I understand, they want the reason why they're partnering with the World Health Organization is because they want to make it like a global system.
Yes, exactly.
Where you'll be able to basically have digital access to data about people's vaccination with the vaccine. So when like the borders start opening up and you can then travel more or less freely, there'll be people coming and they will have to be like present the proof that they are vaccinated from COVID. And then you have this digital thing, like a card or a chip or whatever, or it will be included somehow in your existing biometric data, and then you won't have to carry paperwork with you. And it'll be easier for people, on the border and the airports and stuff like that to see this and be like,
exactly. So
because I can already imagine how much of a mess it's going to be when, we are maybe further along with the vaccinations, when people will be like, okay, well, we're going to open borders,
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's going to be crazy.
And consider this also, that the mutations that are happening, the virus, the UK variant, the Brazil variant, and whatever other variants there are out there. So it's like, so it isn't completely clear if the vaccines, oh man, this is getting way too medical and I'm not qualified to talk about it, but as of I have read about it, it's not completely clear if the vaccine is completely effective against those mutations, the UK variant, Brazil variant, and the South African variant. They're not completely, there isn't
probably they aren't.
Maybe,
why would they be?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Or is there like a percent that they're...
Right.
Yeah, probably. I think that's the most likely so far, because they're not completely coming out and saying, no, you need a new vaccine or something like that. Or who knows. So this is still developing, and so imagine like maybe having 3-4 vaccines in your digital password just to prove that. Maybe
that sounds like a nightmare.
Maybe who knows? Maybe that's the future that we are heading into. So I just read a recent report. For example, Ireland, right next to UK, is 90% is the UK variant already. 90% of the cases. So it's like it's out there.
I can't. Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you. Yes.
Well, yeah. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see what's going on.
Which makes it even more important because it
Yeah,
will be even easier
exactly.
to then track everybody's different vaccinations and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and people, if I have learned anything over the years, people cannot be trusted with keeping a paper perfectly.
Oh my goodness, no! Are you kidding me?
No.
And then if vaccinations will become required like yearly,
yeah,
if it will be like a seasonal disease, I can't even no. Can we just end the world right now? Can we just like get off?
Yeah.
Right, flip the switch and just make it all end.
Yeah, I have maybe some I don't know if it is it secret. I got my vaccine already. So but
you did.
Yes, but only the first one. We'll get this the second shot in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks, and so yeah.
You get it through some roundabout illegal means.
No.
I've been hearing the stories how Estonian doctors are vaccinating their families and friends, out of turn.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. There is a reason for it also, and that's why I got it. But well, it helps if you have a family member working in medicine, but also there has to be many things falling into place. So basically, the vaccine is a finite amount. It has an expiry date. It will run out. So it's very critical that the shelf life is like what is it, like a week? Maybe one and a half weeks.
What kind of vaccine is that?
Well, the COVID vaccine. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Maybe 2 weeks or something like that. So anyway, it will expire. It will, if you have to keep it in a freezer, just because because otherwise it will die in an hour or something even. So you have to keep it in a freezer, and you have to inject it into people in, I don't know exactly, but maybe 2 weeks. So so there you have to pretty much make a list of people where you will come here on this time slot. So every person has gotten like a 10-minute appointment where you get the thing and you get out, and the next one and the next one. So it's like a factory almost. But of course, we live in a society. Did you know we live in a society that?
Do we?
Yeah, people have heard that the vaccine contains, of course, the I don't know, the 5G modem that Bill Gates put into the vaccine. So people are like, I'm not putting that into my body and stuff.
Wait.
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, okay, because it sounds like totally something that people would believe.
Well, yes, that's the horrible thing, because.
Okay, I thought for a second I was out of the loop.
Yeah. So people are like, nah, I don't want any microchips in my body or something like that. Are you kidding me? So they refuse. Basically, they were like, no, I don't want this vaccine. Although I am actually on the list, and I'm like. Actually, I don't know, 70 years old, 80 years old, and so they refuse it, and so the vaccine that is in the freezer going bad. So you have basically like an hour for the family doctor that they can they have to find a replacement, and all the old people are like. Basically unable to like rush to the hospital within an hour because of a phone call or something like that. So they usually choose like this resort to the next list basically. So anyway, long story short is I got onto like a list that is maybe not so healthy, maybe. Anyway, so and I was able to. I can come.
I have to report you to the authorities. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Let me just take my phone.
Anyway, so yeah, I had like if it's gonna be expired, they phoned me. They called me up like, okay,
right.
This is gonna be expiring in an hour. Are you able to come? And I was like, okay, let's do it. And drove there and got a shot. And
yeah. Well, then, see, this is the importance of context. If the choice is between throwing it in the trash and
exactly
letting someone out of order to get a shot, then I guess the obvious choice is
obvious. Because all the 80-year-olds all are like, oh, this hospital is so far away, I can't make it there in 1 hour, and the bus, I have to look at my bus schedule and whatever. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, So, but digital vaccine passports. That's where we're heading, probably.
I think it's a good idea.
And, also a bit of a news is Iceland and Hungary have also signed up for the same thing. Iceland and Hungary. And Denmark and Sweden announced plans to launch also digital vaccine certificates, but not partnered with the WHO, so it's like we're gonna.
This will be a sole. I guess maybe if it does become a thing, that is a thing. Maybe more countries will get on board with it more easily. So we'll see.
Honestly, I'm not surprised that every country knows best or some whatever. So it's like our system is the best one.
Yeah, right.
Instead of like agreeing with the global one or something. Yeah.
Part of me wishes that Trump was still the president, so we could hear what he thinks about the system.
No, we can't. He's banned from every platform, pretty much.
Cancelled.
Yeah, cancelled. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, I think you should cover the story as well, since you have first-hand experience, I suppose.
I mean,
no, you don't.
I'm not affected, but yes, but I have. So it only affects a small number of Apple Watch series, 5 and the SE. So this is a 5. But I was again Apple with the wording. So it's like a small number. It's always a small number.
It's always a small number.
It's always a small number. So so this is a PSA for all of you who are wearing Apple Watch SE and Apple Watch 5. So the symptom is pretty much that it won't. It goes into low power mode. So which is and after that it won't charge anymore. So which is what? My Apple Watch doesn't charge anymore? What? So Apple has released a new watchOS update, which was a week ago. So that was basically supposed to fix the charging issue. If it didn't, because for some people it didn't, then you have to send your Apple Watch to Apple or an Apple certified retailer or repair center. So it's like, Apple will still examine and if it's eligible for free repair. So who knows what they're doing with it, but it seems like if I know Apple, you will get just a new one.
Right, the new watch altogether. That's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm pretty sure. Otherwise known as low power. So the latest is 7.3.1, watchOS 7.3.1 update to prevent this from happening. So if you have an Apple Watch, and it's not charging. I wouldn't even if you couldn't even update to the latest one. I'm pretty sure they will still exchange the watch. Actually, I'm pretty sure. So if you're on a previous version,
right, because you could be
because you couldn't charge your
right, so you couldn't update. Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, it would be so funny if they actually won't accept it unless you are on the latest firmware. So everybody whose watch died, before they could update, would be like, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need to see those updates. No.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So like a PSA. The other thing I promised. These things. AirPods Pro. So I should pull up actually so people know about it. Repair Pro. I will do it in Estonia because in Estonian. Yeah, this is the one. So if you have like AirPods Pro and they're crackling, Apple has a recall for you. So yeah, blah blah blah. As they said, it's like a crackling. It's basically I had it. So it's like if you have them on, if you're wearing them, and if you speak loudly or like shout or something, or if there is even like really loud music playing, then the microphone pick that up for some, and you will hear like a heavy basically.
That's the issue that I had a while ago.
Yeah, and so yeah, Krabin or Mira. So yeah, you will send it to in Estonia.
Oh, what is the second one?
The second one?
The second point.
There is no bass, and there is way more background noise, it's said here.
Okay.
So, yeah. So it's basically the noise cancellation is acting up weird. So the noise cancellation part is broken somehow, and so the PSA for people who are having the same issue is basically, dude. I was thinking one had the same problem because only one did the other one never did it once. Yeah. But they replaced both. So they saw that the other one probably had the way not the but the other one the other symptom, the background noise or something like that. So they replaced both on mine, which is I'm not mad.
And you sent it?
I sent it to Tartu to Ideal.
Okay, because I have a different issue, but. It's also an issue that is super annoying, and it actually made me sick one day. Yeah,
you told me about it. So it's the walking, right? When you walk outside.
Yeah, it happens when walking. Well, right now I'm not experiencing it. It's like it feels like vibration inside of the thing, and it's super annoying first of all, but it's also kind of disorienting, and so. When that happened most recently, I don't know how to describe it, but the entire next day, I felt like one of my ears is like completely fucked up. But it happened this time in the right ear, not in the left one.
Wait, what? Not even in the same ear? Okay, wow. Okay.
So it's causing me actual like physical discomfort. So I think I'm gonna also go to Ideal and just I don't even know how to describe this thing, because it's not because what you're talking about I understand. Because I also had it like a long time ago. But this doesn't sound like what they are describing. But maybe whatever, my warranty is still valid. Maybe they can just send it and check.
Yeah.
What's the deal? next week I'll also go and
Yeah,
check it out.
you should absolutely, because I was pretty sure if there wasn't like this actual like aggressive crackling sound in the one AirPod, I would never have sent them pretty much, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah,
and turns out the other one was as faulty pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
mine also was initially just, okay, it was like a little bit annoying, but not like super crazy. But it just got worse, so I had to send it.
yeah. And the funny thing is now, compared to the old one, the new ones, what a difference does it make? I actually like, now I understand. The other one was also probably faulty because the noise cancellation is way better on right now compared to the last ones. Like noticeably better. So it's like, wow, okay. I'm so really glad that, also by the
And how long did it take?
a week.
Mm,
Yeah, I think
that's not bad.
yeah. Well, yeah, a week. So in case you didn't know, this is completely for free. So every time Apple does one of these things, like the Apple Watch thing and the AirPods thing, they're doing it for free. So I guess that's one plus point in terms of like, oh man, I have to share a story with you also, because I met a person this week also that also is fairly into tech, which is he knows a thing or two about what's going on in the world right now, and he knows about Apple stuff and stuff. Yeah, so he knows iPhone and stuff, and so he knew a fact that Apple is right now tying in the display, the front displays on the new iPhones are linked. The displays are linked to the motherboard. So if you take identical new iPhone 12s, exchange the displays on both of the original iPhones. Oh, sorry. It will not function correctly, because the serial numbers on the display are not tied to this new motherboard.
Okay.
So this is essentially a software lock, which is not very known, which is really interesting. He's an Android guy, but he knew that. And I was like, wow, that's not a very known news thing that is going around, but you know that. And you're not even in the Apple ecosystem. So it's like negative news spreads way more effective. And on the other side, I was pointing out that, for example, okay, do you know this one? I was asking him, and he was like, I was asking about the Facebook and the Apple thing, that the privacy new law thing that iOS is basically rolling out the no market, the tracking ID thing, that Apple will no longer basically allow you to Facebook to track.
Right, their new privacy.
The privacy law
options
and this has been huge news. This has been for you and me, and this was even Facebook even printed out in the newspaper, like Wall Street Journal, I think.
My goodness!
Printed like a huge article, like a full page, like.
That Apple is killing internet, and
Apple is killing like the internet or something. I have to pull it up.
Just today, I read that reported. I mean, it's a rumor, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was actual. That Mark Zuckerberg in relation to this whole story, said that Facebook needs to inflict pain on Apple for doing this. It's like, girl,
Yeah.
calm down.
Yeah. So this was the. Wait, can I see this? And yeah, this was like a full page newspaper print ad in the Washington Post and Wall Street Journal that Facebook paid for just to say that Apple sucks, pretty much. This was huge. So my point, coming back to the point,
Right.
he hadn't heard anything about this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and you have heard that you can't change this different displays on the what? Okay, so basically the whole point is like negative news way more effective for some reason, but positive news.
Well, you said that he is not using Apple products, right?
No.
He's more of a...
No, he's
I guess
he's completely Android. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the reasons is because people like to shit on other companies that they don't use.
Yeah.
So therefore, they pay attention to the negative press that they get.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I completely understand when you have chosen like a platform or device that you're like a. Some people feel the need to defend it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. But again, I'm looking at it like, no. Just there's no right thing. You don't need to be a fanboy of anything. You just buy what you like, and that's about it. That's my point of view. Everything has good parts and bad parts. So it's like.
Yeah, I guess. So what is then the point of this story about displays? So the point is that does it feed into the whole thing that Apple doesn't want third-party maintenance places to serve the iPhones and other stuff, or what? Is that the thing? So they will only be able to replace the display.
Apple want. You mean the display exchanging?
The display motherboard thing, yeah.
Yeah, the display motherboard thing is Apple wants to only be. Apple wants that the iPhones are repaired only with original parts.
Right.
That they produce, because because if you put, and Lord knows I have done it multiple times. I have bought a cheap display off of AliExpress or eBay or wherever, and the experience is way crappy because the cheap Chinese displays are way duller. The colors are way toned down, way duller, and
wait, so you bought displays for purpose?
For repairing cracked iPhones.
Okay.
Yeah, so the display was completely shattered, and this was years ago, and I have learned my lesson because, oh man, those crappy displays. That's honestly the small part. That's not even the worst part of the Chinese cheap displays, because the way worse was when the display acted up doing whatever. You will hold up the phone and the phone does clicks on random phantom ghost touches. Does whatever you like it wants. So it registers touches all over the place. The phone is sitting on the table and the phone is going crazy pretty much. Clicking on stuff wherever. That was the worst part. Those were the crappiest displays that I have ever experienced. And people were like, I cannot use this. Can I go back to the cracked original display at least or something? I don't know. This is unusable. And I was like, there goes 20, 30 euros for the Chinese cheap display. Okay.
Well,
anyway,
this is actually a big topic. I would be very curious to talk to you about. Maybe when we have a, I don't know, episode where we just talk about one thing. Because it seems to me that it's like a big concern that people who are in the Apple ecosystem, like the enthusiast kind of level, where the Apple's obsession with controlling who is repairing what with what parts is like a really big problem that people think exists, because you can't go to some like third party provider of the service and do the same thing with the same kind of quality, and because
okay,
the right to repair thing that
yeah.
Apple doesn't like to.
Honestly, I have since I have done it, I have exchanged displays also myself, like I don't know, 50 times maybe, I don't know, something like that. I have been following this news, and honestly, it all depends. You can get really quality displays also from eBay or AliExpress, but you have to really be like, you have to do your homework pretty much. There are indicators where what you can look for. If you want to get like a quality part, you will pay almost certainly more for it than the cheapest ones. And Apple is opening up the tools for third parties a little bit also. Well, a little bit, because it's in order to be like a Apple third-party repair center, which now exists, which previously it didn't. You have to have some kind of a. There was like a revenue requirement that you had to have. Like you had to buy some kind of a pretty absurd amount of. What was it, like? Maybe 50,000 euros worth of Apple parts in a year or something like that. So you can't be really like a small repair service. But for example, Ideal, they're 50,000 euros per year. Yeah, no problem.
Right.
So
that's why they are.
I'm not completely sure. I don't remember the exact. What was the exact amount? But something in that area. So you can't even like 10,000 a year or something like that. So you have to be a pretty big Apple. So, and then you will get actual original parts from Apple, and and Apple is not selling them, but Apple is not selling them directly. So that's where the whole right to repair movement comes from. A lot of companies, including Samsung, is selling directly parts to the end user. You can go to a Samsung store right now on a e-store website and order a Galaxy display or battery or something like that. But
okay,
and but Apple doesn't do that, so they do it through the repair services.
Right.
So
this just probably goes feeds into the idea that selling parts to people directly, and then having to deal with situations where botched repair happens, or somebody watches a YouTube how-to and tries to fix the display,
and the battery will blow up, and I have watched many videos where people have stabbed accidentally the battery, and dude, when you stab a battery inside your iPhone, your work desk will there can be legitimately a fire. If you look up any of those videos, honestly, I have opened up iPhones hundreds of times probably. Now it's like, okay, I'm occasionally I'm thinking of it, like if I stab the battery accidentally somehow, it's like it will just blow up. So But
I guess it's just hard because I'm also like deep into Apple ecosystem, but it's hard for me to like empathize with this movement because in my over a decade probably at this point of using Apple products, not a single time throughout 10 years did I have a thought like, ooh, I would like to repair my phone or have somebody I know repair my phone.
yes,
So it's like,
but
yeah, like
you're also buying most likely new also.
right.
If I'm buying pretty much always used, and if you buy like a 2-year-old phone used,
you won't be able to get a free whatever thing.
Yes, that's one thing.
So
and,
it costs a lot of money to use like.
I mean, yeah, the battery might be already like if we buy a 2-year-old used phone like I do, then the battery is like 90, 87-ish, something, who knows. But yeah, so it's like, and if I'm gonna live with the phone for the next 2 years, so it's like at this point it's like a 4-year-old phone already, so it's like, oh, the battery is getting shit. So it's like, and I know now I have taught myself I can exchange the battery, and I can exchange the screen if I buy like a cracked the iPhone on wherever, and I am able to fix it for cheaper. So it's like, yes, now the battery situation is a little bit changed because the whole battery fiasco thing happened, and won't get into that. But now the Apple has lowered the battery prices.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say like I do buy usually new tech because like it's just like a big investment and I just can't deal with the hypothetical headaches that can come with buying used stuff.
Yeah.
So I usually buy new things.
Yeah.
And then you were then asking, how can I use my phone without a case or anything or something like that, because I trust myself to handle it properly,
Yeah, that's good. That's fair. Yeah, I have also. By the way, I was thinking that also, 2012. So 9 years. Well, 8.5 years. I have never cracked an iPhone screen myself. Which is weird.
Well, I don't
weird flex, but okay.
Actually, right now I am using a case, but whenever my skin arrives, the brand get your shit together.
Yeah.
I will be using just a skin, instead of a case. But I am using a screen protector because I also understand that replacing a display on an iPhone costs a lot of money, and knowing myself, I would not be able to just have a cracked display, even if it works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my thinking. But like, yeah, sure. Like, let's say that I bought this phone new. And I will love it so much that I will want to use it for like 4 years. Unlikely, but sure, it may happen.
Yeah.
But I will go to Apple, whatever Ideal, and I will pay 70 euros for a new battery. Because then I don't have to buy a new phone for the next 2 years.
49. Now it's 49.
49?
Yeah, 49.
I thought it was only for the like smaller models.
79 was before the whole battery fiasco thing.
Okay.
And then they changed it the next year. It was 29, which was
right.
Which was like, whoa! I even used the 29 euro ideal service at that point. I was like, wow, this is Chinese battery costing territory right now. I don't care. Yeah, and I get the
Well, they had to because it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And scandal. Yeah.
But they didn't keep it at 29 and the previous.
Well, of course, because they didn't have to. But still, what I'm saying is that you are paying 50 euros for the opportunity to use your phone at the same exact level of quality and experience that you have been using for the last 2 years for 50 euros.
That's honestly
like, is that not a
really
big deal?
good.
Like, I don't
Yeah. Dude,
I may be just completely crazy, but
No. Yeah. For those of you
like
listening, the
like
battery doesn't just exchanging the battery doesn't just involve getting
opening the
new,
back end.
better new battery life. It also involves your phone will be actually faster after the battery replacement, because Apple has said that was the whole battery fiasco thing. Because Apple has said like, yes, when your battery gets old, we slow down your phone basically because
to make sure it doesn't die in like 10 minutes.
Yes, exactly. Because your battery is completely shit and your phone will die even at 20% or something.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But yeah, because there are occasional power spikes, whatever you do on your phone, like on a desktop computer or laptop or whatever. There are spikes.
But there aren't batteries on desktops, so it doesn't really matter to you. You don't experience them as you do on the phone. Where it's like you can. I was in situations when I had my phone and I could like see the battery just like going down.
Yeah.
Like it's a thing that exists because this is the technology that we have for batteries nowadays.
Yeah.
But because like imagining like having to find somewhere to buy the display, wait for a month for it to come from AliExpress, take the display, find someone who will be able to take it and fix it for me, pay them, hope that they make a decent job out of it. And then it's not like it's going to be like, instead of paying 50 euros for going to the Apple repair center and paying them, it's not like it's going to be 10, in the end. Because you will still have to buy the display.
Yeah.
Or the battery. You will still have to buy the battery. You will still have to pay someone to replace it. So maybe you will save 20 euros.
Yeah.
In the end.
Something like that. Yeah, I would say 30 euros for a...
And I make 4 euros per hour. Just to be clear, I'm not like some rich 1%er. But I still wouldn't want to go through this hassle to just like, save 20 euros.
Yeah. The convenience and the guarantee that you will get also, but after the repair service has, like official repair service has, they will give you like 3 months or something like that. Even. Yes, like a random person around the corner will not be able to. So it's like, oh yeah, this battery was crap. Sorry for that. I will just order.
And I'm totally, I'm not suggesting that there shouldn't be people who just like are capable and can repair shit. We have like just across the road a place where you can bring your TV, or something and just do that. And it was just a rent. We have to have some kind of rent.
Of course.
Display maybe can be different because it's much more expensive. I don't even know how expensive like an iPhone 12 screen would be. But then I have never been in a situation where my screen like cracked or shattered. Yeah. So from like if my screen shattered, I would just that's it. Like what is the point of living anymore? I would just throw my phone in the trash and buy like a 50 euro Android phone.
Yeah, Samsung J5 is the
and just wait until I can afford a better one.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest. If you shatter your phone and you have this obsessive, desire to not have a shattered phone, you'll have to pay a lot of money for replacement. So I understand that. It's like, okay, well, I have to pay 300 euros or for whatever it costs to get a new display, and that sucks.
Yes. So that's the main takeaway from this discussion. If you shatter your phone, what's the point of living? Anyway.
Right, yeah. That is really the point that I want people to take on.
All right. Anyway.
Let's go through this section quickly. We've already been going for an hour and a half almost.
Yes. So, Nintendo.
I don't know if anybody is interested in this, but I think Switch sold 70 million units already, so surely there's at least like 3 people in Estonia who have one.
Yeah. Oh, pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, there was just another random mom on Facebook asking about in a hardcore PC community. I want to buy a console for my son. Tell me if PlayStation 5 or Xbox One Series X or Nintendo Switch. And all the people were like, okay, here we go. Grabbing popcorn and stuff. So it's like, okay, be ready.
I hope that woman is okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The console wars. So, Nintendo. I cannot play this video because...
No videos, yeah. Just so, the news is that Nintendo had a huge presentation for the upcoming games.
50 minutes.
50-minute presentation, a bunch of shit was announced. Most are for the summer 2021. May to August. And then a couple of games for some reason for 2022, but that is sure, I guess. And of course, they warned that all the dates indicated in the video are not final because of COVID, so they may change. So probably they will. And then just, I guess, quickly, did you open the article itself? Yeah.
Yes, all open.
Oh, that's not the article that I wanted to the IGN article that I sent you. In Messenger.
Nintendo Direct IGN.
Yeah. So February 2021, everything that was announced.
I believe this one. Oh, not showing any videos.
No, yeah, there's a...
Yeah, so I think this one maybe? IGN?
Yeah, probably. Should be only one, I guess. So a bunch of stuff was announced, of course, coming to Switch. So if you own a Switch, that's good. Another rant that we can talk about later. But Switch, I love Switch. I hate controllers that come with Switch, and I hate that Nintendo keeps releasing new, visually looking controllers that have used the same technology, and they just break in 3 months.
Okay.
This is the right to repair that I would get behind. Fucking Nintendo, and it's impossible because there is no Nintendo Estonia, so you have to send it to the UK or Germany or something, and then they won't repair it, and it's we can talk about it later. Everybody's suing them already. The EU is suing them. A bunch of law firms are suing them. So
this is a drift issue, right?
Right, and they keep releasing every few months. There is a new color, the new thing, but they are identical on the inside, so they will have. If you take them out of the box and you use them, they will have issues sooner or later.
Okay.
So, if you have the article here, then we have the new character for Smash. Are you familiar with the Smash series?
Yeah.
It's like a Nintendo staple, a fighting game with a bunch of different characters.
Yeah.
So they announced a new character from the Xenoblade series. It is a funny announcement because it's like a meme in Smash community that they have too many characters with swords.
Yeah.
And this is another character with a sword, so people are not happy about that. But she also has big breasts, so that's a good thing. So people love that.
So give and take. So
yeah,
there has to be
Nintendo. They're like, okay, well, we are introducing a new fighter, so what do we do? How do we sweeten the pill a little bit?
Yeah, boobs and sword.
Anime waifus, boobs and swords.
Yeah.
So I guess the big announcement was one of the biggest Switch exclusive games is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
It was the launch game for the system.
Yeah.
In 2017, and we know that there is a sequel coming.
Oh my god!
I played it.
Have you finished it?
I have not finished it, but I played about 85% of it. I have this weird thing. We have to, I guess, for a different podcast. But I have this weird tendency to getting just before the end of the game and just not finishing it. And I feel like one of the reasons why is because usually games tend to just butcher the endings and make them shitty.
Wow.
So I just kind of okay, well, I will leave it here.
Wow. So some kind of a game trauma.
Some kind of psychological issue that I need to talk through. I need a therapist probably.
Okay.
So Breath of the Wild.
That's a new 2021 occupation, a game therapist.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yeah,
That's an idea for a YouTube channel.
Random. Yeah, game interface. Dude, it's okay.
So
It's okay.
Breath of the Wild 2 is in development. We knew that already, and they
Mhm.
don't have any news to announce at this time. So sad face.
Sad face.
The producer of the series came and said, later. 2021, maybe by the end of the year, they will have something to announce.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, they are coming out and releasing Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for the Switch. And this is the game, another game in the series that came out on the Wii. A decade ago, something like that. I think it's been about a decade. So it's a re-release with prettier graphics, or high resolution rather.
Nice, very nice.
This is a game that has mixed reception among the fans. Some say it's
Yeah.
like the greatest, and some say it's trash level.
Okay.
So I haven't played it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was the Wii, the one with like a controller and a controller, and then so it used the motion controls for combat.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I just couldn't get behind it, so I didn't play the game. So maybe I will now. And they are re-releasing it for $60 because Nintendo likes to re-release things for $60.
Yes. Yeah.
Another topic that I feel very passionate about.
Yeah. The accessory market.
And then yeah, below that you can see this new color for the controller.
Oh wait, where are they? On a link somewhere?
Yeah, it should be Zelda, blah blah blah, and then the controllers.
I don't see it.
Wait, are you looking at a different link?
I don't.
I think you are looking at a different link.
Oh, come on. This is not even the right link.
The link is Nintendo Direct February 2021. Everything announced.
Nintendo Direct. Oh, come on. Seriously, this was the wrong link. Okay. No video, please. No.
Autoplay videos.
Yeah. Wait. Is it here? No? I don't know. Swords, Joy-Cons, the Zelda themes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you mean this one. These ones. The sword.
Yeah.
The Zelda themed Joy-Cons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are also like 70 something euros, right? Joy-Cons?
No, it's 80 euros for a pair.
80.
They have released so many of these, and I just every time they announce it, I'm like, I'll never buy them, even if they look phenomenal, because they will break. And what's the point, So it is very unfortunate. I'm very disappointed in Nintendo, and I will. Well, maybe next week we'll talk about my experience. Probably not next week. Maybe in a week we'll talk about my experience with Ideal, and maybe if they will replace my headphones. But Nintendo, who gives a fuck? They were like,
Yeah.
And then the next one is Splatoon 3, right? If you scroll down.
Yeah, Splatoon 3.
Yes. Okay, we can quickly go. So a sequel for 2022. It's a shooter where you play as a squid and octopus people.
Octopus.
They are like children that are also octopuses.
Octopi.
Octopi? Is that a word?
I don't know.
And they shoot ink into each other and kill each other. Not kill, but It's fun. It's a fun game. Sequel for 2022. Then we have a Mario sport game, Mario Golf. If you're into that, I couldn't be less excited about a golf game, even if it does have Mario in it. So I couldn't. And then the next one is this Project Triangle Strategy, which gets the award for the worst name ever in the history of video games. So it's made by this company who work with Square Enix. It's a publisher, and a couple years ago they released an RPG called Octopath Traveler, which I really like. So this is like a sequel, but not really because it's a different genre. So it looks very interesting. Also coming 2022. Who cares? Some free-to-play mobile Star Wars game was announced for Switch. I can't even
I can't.
No mobile games.
Yeah. Okay.
And Fall Guys is coming to Switch. It was
Mm.
like a huge phenomenon on PlayStation because it was part of the PlayStation Plus subscription, and people played it, and it was like the most downloaded PlayStation Plus game ever. And it's like a battle royale. I actually told you about it. It's a battle royale where you have this game show where you like cross obstacle courses, and you play as these like jelly beans.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's super fun. I think at this point it's kind of like died down a little bit, as multiplayer games usually tend to do after a while. So they're now coming to Switch. So that's cool, I guess. And then a bunch of other stuff. Anything that Animal Crossing is a huge game. I even saw an Estonian language ad for Animal Crossing, so you know it's huge if there's an Estonian ad.
Wow.
So some Mario items are coming to the game, so that's, I guess, fine. New trailer for Monster Hunter that I also talked about a couple weeks ago that I'm looking forward to, but it's coming very soon, so there's no point. Coming March 26th. So I will be playing that definitely. And a lot of shit. Like honestly, there's no even way to cover all of this. But the bottom line for this presentation was that I was kind of found it disappointing a little bit, because even though it had like some games that I was excited I will be playing.
Really?
But after a year and a half break, and they didn't have a single high profile, like really, A-tier stuff. As I said, Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, that's honestly probably my guess. Breath of the Wild was really big. Really, a lot of people really loved it, and I want to play it actually, but I don't have a Switch. And
oh, you should.
Yeah.
The best Switch was just bootleg Joy-Con replacements. So you just buy a Switch, buy a pair of bootleg controllers, take out the Joy-Cons, put them back in the box, and just use the bootleg ones. You'll just have a much better experience with the Switch this way, honestly. Because Switch is great, controller awful. One of the worst controllers I've ever used in my life, honestly. Wow. Even if you don't like overemphasize how shitty it is that it breaks quickly, like just the controller itself, uncomfortable and not ergonomic, and I don't know. No. I hope maybe if they release Switch 2, they will also redesign the controller. Well, they're better. I mean, come on. Yeah. If they release the new Switch with the same controller, I will be just like, I mean, a part of me will be like, I respect this tenacity. In the face of all the lawsuits, they still use the same controller.
Oh, that's the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro keyboard all over again.
Yeah. We believe it.
Yeah, the 2019 MacBook Pro 15-inch comes out, and it has the same keyboard, and day one it's already listed on the keyboard repair program thing that you can take.
Well, it was too late. They release new laptops every year, so they couldn't just like undo it. But Joy-Cons, I mean, they have existed since 2017.
Yeah.
So if they release a new Switch with the same controller, I mean, props to them for like the nerve to do that, I guess. But also,
yeah. By the way, pro tip, PSA, public service announcement. If you have a MacBook Pro with a faulty keyboard, for example, mine had just one key was stuck, like stuck, like I think it was the letter O or something like that, and when I pressed it like a normally you would type on anything, then it won't function. But if I pressed it hard, then it would function. Just pressing it harder, and that honestly, that was a really surprising to me, because that was enough to we're gonna exchange the whole computer for free, and it was like, wow, okay.
This is the positive side of the super strict compulsive controlling. Like that Apple has with their products.
And
like,
Apple will not go into the faulty, like, yeah, we're gonna repair it, or no, they will just exchange the whole thing. And the funniest thing was, to me, was they disassembled the computer, they left the screen the same screen, but the bottom laptop part, they exchanged everything. The screen, because I know exactly the scratches that I had on the screen on top of, and this is the same screen that I got back, but completely with a new bottom part, completely new computer, battery cycle number 1, everything completely new for free. So
that's funny. They made more bottom halves than the top halves. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, if the keyboard was breaking, then I mean, what?
Yeah, exactly.
It would be nice if there was an easier way to replace the keyboard without replacing the entire.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for example, this is so weird. They changed the whole thing, but except this display. And they're not even trying to fix it. Like maybe, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess at that point it's just cheaper to do that. I guess it's the same logic Nintendo has, that it will be cheaper for them to pay out the whatever like fines and compensations that they might if the lawsuits go in favor of plaintiffs or whatever, than just redesigning the entire system. What I do find problematic is the fact that they still release new versions of the controllers. Not like I mean, of course I understand they want to make money and they do a lot of make money, but like as a kind of moral, ethical kind of problem. It's like...
Yeah. The accessory market. Have you heard, like, I have no idea how many versions of the Xbox controller are out there? There are also like...
Oh my god, a lot. I think there is a system where you can, probably not in Europe, or maybe not like, maybe in the UK or something, you can like make a custom controller for yourself. With a custom print and custom color. Yeah, speaking of Xbox, I guess we should move over to the last closing points. Do you have anything that you wanted to bring up? You didn't write anything here, but...
No, not really. Yeah, you can go ahead if you...
I already forgot. PSA also. So many PSAs today.
Yep.
That you can now file your tax returns for the 2020 calendar year if you're in Estonia. If that's the thing that you do. Everybody can file a tax return. Income tax return.
Yes. You can't? Wait, what?
I said everybody can, in case somebody doesn't know.
You can. Okay. I heard you can't. Okay.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, that's...
So people should probably do that.
Yeah, everybody who's on a payroll, not me, but...
Right, and makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, everybody who's... most of the people will get some money back. So tax returns... Yep. Sorry?
So Maurice and I already applied, and we are going... I don't know how, but I'm going to be getting like a lot of money back.
Nice.
Like a lot.
So is there a plan for the money already? PS5?
Most of it will just go to paying off credit card, but we did decide that because it's easier and actually possible to do, we will probably be buying an Xbox Series X.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
So...
We aren't jumping ship. We will also be buying PlayStation 5.
When
it becomes reasonably priced.
Wow, you will be the household that has two. Wow.
Yeah. So, because the Game Pass exists and because...
that would be my next question. So Game Pass, right?
Yeah, we don't really... There's one game that I want to buy from 360 era that I want to play that isn't on Game Pass, but... Mostly for just Game Pass, because
what's the game?
It doesn't matter. It's some old Japanese RPG that came out only on Xbox 360. and I never played it. I don't even know if I will buy it. It's just like this mania that I have to check it out because it's good. I know that it's good, and I haven't played it. So Game Pass. We don't really plan to buy games necessarily, but since now all the Microsoft developed games will be coming to Game Pass,
Okay.
I think it makes a lot of sense
Wow.
because there will be good games eventually, at some point. And since we're getting this basically free money, because I never expected to get this much back.
And what was that you making 4 hours an hour? 4 euros an hour?
No, yeah, for my
And you're
restaurant.
getting 2 of them, both of them, and the games. Wow, pretty good. All right, the nerd cave.
Yeah.
The nerd cave is going strong.
Yeah, well, we don't have children, and we aren't building a house, so with our current setup, even with 4 euros, I get that.
Where do you put them, even? I know your setup between the.
We're going to move some of the older ones somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, so the
we
shelf.
Have the shelf on the left.
Yeah, the shelf on the left will have to suffer or something.
Yeah.
Ah.
Suffer? No, it's just have new shiny stuff. Well, like Wii U. Oh my goodness, come on! Who plays Wii U?
Yeah, yeah. Come on.
So yeah. Well, we haven't bought yet, so we'll wait for the tax return to actually come.
Yeah.
And there are some games that are already on Xbox Series X that we would like to play, but as of right now, there isn't really many games to play.
Okay, yeah.
Microsoft keeps saying that, later, you look forward, we're going to have so many games. We bought a million studios and
so many games.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
So we were like, okay, well, and my first thought was like, do we buy the overpriced PS5? But then we realized that even with this free money that we got, no.
Really? So what's the plan then? You're gonna wait it out when it's
wait until summer, next autumn, next Christmas. I don't know, however long it takes.
That the prices will normalize.
Yeah. To be fair, we don't expect to buy a PS5 for the recommended price that Sony indicated because nothing in Estonia costs the recommended retail price usually. So the Xbox actually is 100 euros more than it's supposed to cost.
Oh yeah.
So instead of 500 euros, it costs 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I told Morris that I expect it to be this price, for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So we said that we can accept 100 euros
Mm-hmm.
more, than it's supposed to be. But I mean, a PS5. Well, first of all, it's impossible to find on any retailer store. And the retailers that do sell them, they have more recently showed that there is some kind of website that kind of collects, aggregates all the different e-stores and what this item costs in these stores in Estonia.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no store that sells PS5 for less than 1,000 euros.
Oh,
They can just go fuck themselves at this price. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Even if we do get a tax return. No, that's just no. Yeah. So compared to that, 600 seems acceptable.
Terrible. So okay. Wow. The patience is strong with the
It helps that there aren't any games coming out for
PS5. That's honestly that's a good it's either good or bad, so it's you don't. Yeah. Okay.
When the thing came out, there was this temptation, and I mean we were trying to get a PS5 when it came out, because there were a couple of games that we wanted to play, but now kind of this initial crave passed. Until the next big thing comes out, it's whatever, we can wait.
Yeah, exactly. So even Cyberpunk is I don't know. I don't see Cyberpunk in news anymore, pretty much. Well,
after that story that it was sold, Yeah, I also haven't heard anything new.
Yeah, nothing new, pretty much on the source.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a big patch as well this month.
Yeah, also the bad.
But it's all already 1 week left.
Yeah. We'll see. we'll see. Anyway, so
That's my update.
I'm not the console guy, but I am a PC guy. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that?
I don't. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to briefly update you on my PC front. I don't know. I decided to go for the typical PC builder thing, I guess. So it's like I'm really excited about right now for a case, a computer case, just a case, nothing inside the case, but the case itself is. I was talking to my good friend about it, and he's like, "Dude, what? This is like okay. In the store, this case costs 300 euros. No, normally."
Wait, I have an addition. You talked to me about it as well, right? Or maybe it wasn't on the episode.
Maybe.
Just like that. Because I definitely remember you telling me that there's a case that you are excited about.
Yes.
It has like glass panels.
Yes,
and blah, blah, blah.
that's the same thing. Yeah. That's
okay. So I'm not crazy.
Yeah. That's the one. But now I finally like. At that point, I was like, okay, maybe I'm able to get it because this was in Tallinn, and the guy was like, he didn't want to send it via anything. He wanted only local pickup and only in cash, and he was like, what? And he was only speaking in Russian, and so I was like, why does it have to be
How did you interact with him?
Google Translate.
Oh, okay. Chatting.
Chatting on Messenger, and but only Google Translate, and oh man, this was so. So this is the case that I was. Okay, this is the edition. So this is the standard case, but there's a special version of this case, which I'm like. This is this one. The normal one is just the O11, but this is the ROG edition, which is like.
Okay, I know that one.
Yeah, the ROG is from Asus. I think it's ROG Asus, and.
Well, I'm just seeing the picture that you're showing.
Yeah, and wait, I need to. But this is like. And this was like a huge. Oh my god! What the hell? Oh
so you said it cost 300, and you got it?
I got it for. Well, it was listed on 300. 100. So in a store, this. Where's the price? What? Oh my god! This capture thing doesn't work. Oh god damn it. Anyway, maybe here. Sorry, give me a second. Beep. Oh come on, why? This is so weird. Anyway, okay. Just believe me when I say this is 300 in a store. The special version. The regular version is 140-ish.
Okay, that's
30.
more like.
Yeah, but the special version, so the 300 one that I got was listed on the marketplace for 150, and I was hustling down to 35, and then 1.5 weeks like full debating and stuff. So there was one flaw that one cable was broken or something that he threw away. So I jumped on the price even more. So I was like, okay, I was able to get it for 100.
And you sold it here?
Sorry?
And he sold it?
Yeah, it's sold. Yeah, my friend has it right now.
I would never be able to like do this.
No.
To bargain like that? No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I completely understand. Yeah, Melissa is also like all the time like, nah, this is. I'm not the guy. I'm not the type of bargaining person. So every time I'm like, dude, free money.
I mean, I get it, yeah, that you save money, but like,
Yeah,
no,
you get free money, dude. Okay.
Too stressed.
Anyway,
Too stressful.
yeah, I completely understand. But yeah, so it's like for 100, and still, just for reference, a normal computer case is around, I don't know, starts maybe at 25 and goes up to 60-ish.
Yeah.
In those types of ranges, so it's like
plastic cases. Yeah.
So this is like a really expensive case, still even at 100. So it's like but yeah, that's what I'm excited right now. Really.
And when will you get it?
My friend will come in to Pärnu, I think in either today or maybe tomorrow, and he will
You have to have some kind of RGB system.
Oh yeah. That's what.
And also apparently PC Master Race people put like figurines inside cases.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, what is the point?
Just to have figurines.
Just like Funko Pops or some kind of like anime waifus or something.
Anime waifus. Computer case figurines. I don't know how to search it, but
I don't think they are specific for that. Maybe now there are. I'm sure somebody jumped on this and be like, oh, exclusive.
But people, just to show what you mean by figurines putting them inside. That's cool. That's the anime waifu here on the.
Of course, it has to be anime waifu.
Anime waifu. People do that, yeah. So, damn.
Yeah.
So
well, that's exciting.
Marty and Doc, nice. Anyway. Yeah,
so you'll have to tell us everything about it when you assemble.
Yes. So PC Master Race. So I as of right now, this week I wanted to try Star Citizen also. I downloaded it, and after this stream I will probably try a little bit just to fly around in space. As of right now, I have one of the last graphics cards that are left on this planet probably. So yeah. Did you know? I just recently knew some kind of a Redditor posted in Thailand. Red Thailand graphics card. I don't know if this comes up, but some kind of a Thailand Redditor. I think this one, or was it this one? Oh no. Anyway, there was a picture from a Thai store. Every graphics card at MSRP listed on the store, and told on Reddit that there's no supply issue and everything's MSRP and all the prices are normal, and I was like, what? Okay.
Thai people don't mind bitcoins.
Yeah.
And don't scalp.
I don't know. Yeah, he was like, he posted pictures also like from a store that all graphics cards, just grab one.
Cool. Maybe it will also be possible to buy a PlayStation 5 there. I think it's supposed to come out soon.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's already out. I don't know.
Can't find it. Damn it. Graphics card will be viable. Anyway, I can't find it. So, Alright, so I think that's enough about us and our faces. So, awesome to have a chat with you again and nerd out a little bit here. And I learned also something that
you did?
Yeah. the one that I can't remember now, but in the first 10 minutes that you told about this, what was the story about? Damn it, I have to rewatch the stream to relearn it again. So
Peggy and ESRB.
Sorry?
About ESRB and Peggy.
ESRB.
Age rating.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. That like non-profit organizations are like rating that stuff.
Not non-profit, non-government. So
non-government. Oh, okay.
Of course, they get some kind of profit off of what they do. I imagine. But there's no legislation that involves age restriction on games or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not that I know of. I know there are some countries that like to ban video games for this or that specific reason, like Australia. Speaking of, sometimes for the most random reasons, and China, of course, well, it's a different case. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was glad
All right.
to be educational.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, what's going on right now, and what's happening in the world, pretty much. So, awesome.
Let's wrap up.
Thank you, and until the next time. So, do you know already what time you will be able to, or
next week?
Yeah.
Next week, well, same-ish time, right?
Same-ish.
Yes. And, Saturday.
Saturday. Very nice.
Yes.
All right. That has been TekTok. So.
Yeah, this has been fun.
Signing
As
out.
usual, almost 2 hours, so we aren't actually managing to shrink down This one's actually longer than usual, but oh wow.
1 hour 56. So just before 2 hours. Okay. All right. See you again next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.